Welcome to Gfinity Pro Scrims. My name is Chris Trout, aka the Trout91, and we are going to be watching Aware versus SK Gaming today. Aware, formerly the Horizon lineup. If you remember, in our studio qualifier for Black Ops 2 for G2, it was the team of Horizon that actually took the spot in the end, but switched to Aware Gaming as their organization shortly afterwards, for those of you who aren't too in the loop of the gaming scene. And SK Gaming actually got two members from the Killerfish lineup. Rox and Kivy are going to be making their appearances in today's scrims. So we're not going to waste any time, so we're going to get straight into the game. It's going to be a game of domination strike zone to start things off. This is going to be a best of 5 between these two top European teams, Aware from the UK, and I believe a couple of them from Ireland as well. And then we have the German team that is SK Gaming. Both very good players, teams even with some fantastic players in their arsenal. I've watched all of these guys play for quite a while, and they always bring out some incredible plays and some absolutely audacious moments. So I expect nothing different from these guys in this game. We're going to start off with the SK lineup, or should I say the Killerfish SK lineup, as we are on board with Killerfish Rox to start things off with. Let's see how they're going to attack this. Strike Zone, one of those maps with a very interesting beginning, because you can usually reach the other side of the map where the enemy spawn is. Enemy has C. Disruptions as we see. Macmillan's actually trying to do that, but he's going to get shut down by Carl, but Quickie picks up 2 kills in exchange, just to make sure that he does in fact cause as much disturbance as possible. He does pick up another kill as well, so that's going to be a great start for the SK lineup, as we see Macmillan is actually respawned and moved through the kitchen to give his teammates some support as they pick up the B flag. Quickie finally going down, but he does a great job of neutralizing that flag as best as he can. And this is a great little start from the SK lineup. They have got the B flag, they have got the A flag, so you must assume that the rest of them are going to be spawning at the C flag, and it's just a good solid start. They need to try and, I think they're trying to get that C flag as quickly as possible, see if they can get some sort of spawn lock on. And Kibby doing a great job with that Silence Vector. I'm not too sure why the pros have been opting for the silencer so much. It seems that it doesn't have the effect as it used to. And Rox with a fantastic turn on there as Quickie picks up a second. They are going to move to the A flag. PT is going to try and, oh my god, PT picks up a 2-piece there on that A flag to make sure that they do keep it for themselves.
Enemy has Alpha.
They're going to pick that flag back up. Kibby just about picking up that kill on McGee, and Rox is going to be on the overlook right now. Nothing going to happen. He sees 2 of his teammates go down. He's going to be looking down that overlook to see what Quickie can do. No, Quickie trying to shut down Kyle. Doesn't work out, but Kyle with a massive 2-piece right there does a great job of keeping that B flag in their possession, as Kibby's going to try and go behind the enemy lines and see what he can cook up with that Silence Vector. As I was saying, it does improve your hip fire accuracy, but usually tones down the amount of damage it does. So let's see if that trade-off works out. Kibby does pick up that kill a minute ago. Let's see what he does. He's waiting for backup before he takes his B flag behind the bar, and he's going to move in to do that. So SK going to have the B and C flag to start things off. Rox is going to be watching the C flag on his lonesome. Quickie is in the B flag right now. No, PT picks up 2 kills, but answers back with Kibby. Doing a great job right now, keeping that B flag to himself. Massive knife right there on Kyle. Beautiful play by him. What can he do? And he picks up another one on PT. Beautiful play by Kivy. He's playing absolutely sensational Call of Duty right now. Let's see what Quickie's cooking up over here. He's just making sure the C flag doesn't go down. He's got to keep track of him. Who is that member? That is Kyle, I believe. He's got to make sure he doesn't let go of him. He knows he's still there. I think Carl's away. He's still there as well. He tries to peek out, and he does pick up the kill in the end on Quickie. He's going to try and take that flag and see if they can get the spawn lock on, as he got back up to make sure he can get this as quickly as possible. Macmillan's trying to jump down, tries to drop shot, does pick it up on Kyle. He's going to look over the overlook. He picks up a second on Pete. He can't pick up the third on McGee, though. And McGee's surely going to try and pick that up, as the rest of the lineup do pick up this A flag. Momo's got a 2-piece there. SK starting to spawn in the B flag. They're going to try and run. Momo does pick up Macmillan, and it's actually jump on board with the Aware lineup, see what happens. McGee just watching his stairs, making sure they come out the backside. This is such a strong position for the Aware team. They need to hold on to this. If they can hold on to it, can bring back this deficit that they can see themselves in, an 8-point deficit, I believe it is. 9 even, well, 8 now. See how this goes up. They need to keep this as strong as possible. It looks like no one's watching that A entrance, so they could easily escape from there.
Losing Alpha.
He's going to try and cut him off. He is shut down. There's 2 pieces going. 3 people down. We wear lineup. What can Carl make out of this? No, he's shut down as well. That's all 4 members as Momo respawns, and they're going to lose the A flag in kind for that one. They do still have the C flag. What's Momo going to do? He's going to move to the kitchen, see if he can chuck something together. He's actually going to chuck a grenade in this situation. He does chuck that down the stairs, tries to come around the back, but Macmillan schools him there. He knows exactly what he's trying to conjure up there. McGee's got a grenade of his own there. Notices that he's taking the A flag and just chucks it out of the way. He's going to pick up a kill on Kiv. He can't turn on Rox though. Rox picks that one up. Carl trying to pre-fire. What can he do? No, he's not going to challenge that one. It would have been foolish in a situation like that. Carl already having the jump on him. He's going to move for the kitchen. They do have that spawn lock. Once again, they need to set up, and they can easily bring this back with 45 seconds left. They are 9 points, 8 points even behind as kills are going down for the aware lineup. This is a great position to be in. A little bit too late, but they can easily equal the sides up and have an even fair chance going into the second half. So kills just going down. There's 2 down for aware. McGee does pick up a kill once again on Quickie. Can he pick up the third? Yes, he does pick up Rox there. He's got a grenade. What's he going to do? He's going to chuck it on the A entrance just to make sure that they're not coming through there. Carl's running around the A flag. Can he pick his kill? Yes, he does. He picks up Quickie. Can he get the second? No, Macmillan just getting the better of that confrontation. PE picking up 1 kill. Can he pick up a second? They are still losing the A flag. No, he's shut down by Macmillan. McGee picks up a kill. Quickie just picks up Momo there. Great shoot by him. Carl exchange picks one up. McGee as well. Macmillan. There's just kills going all over the place. And in the end, SK are just going to hold on to a 2-point lead in this first half of Domination Strike Zone. You see his final kick out of Macmillan's lovely little jump to McGee. McGee having no idea that he's there. A great little play from the SK lineup. Looking at the kills, it looks like Aware. Much better fraggers in that one. Got a lot more captures as well, but it looks like the SK just made the kills when it mattered, and that seemed to be Aware's problems. They just weren't able to put the vital kills that they needed and then get the flags at the times they needed. I mean, they really let themselves down. The first opportunity they got the B spawn trap on, they kind of let things drop a little bit, and they could have easily had a point lead going into that second half, but they find themselves 2 points behind, which isn't a massive difference. But sometimes every point counts in competitive Call of Duty, so you never know. It could come back to haunt them. But we are going to start up the second half of this Domination Strike Zone. That's how this works, because unfortunately in this game there's no half-time system in Domination like there was in Black Ops 2, so we have to play 5 minutes on the first half, and then the second half we have to play another 5 minutes on the second spawns. And we're on board with Kyle for this second half. Let's see if Aware can bring back that 2-point deficit and show why they are one of the top teams in Europe, especially the UK. Looks like they're actually going to kill themselves. Great turn-ons there by the Aware game. We're going to have to end that. It looks like Momo
Stand down, Mr. Deadlock.
Not too sure what's going on now. I'll just have to check with an admin. See exactly what is happening. McGee with a beautiful 2-piece there. Oh, God. McGee and that Remington. He's absolutely vile. I mean, his teammates never saw it coming. Snake McGee. That's what we're going to call him. And it looks like we're going to have to try and invite Momo back into the game once this ends. I apologise for this inconvenience, but Momo is having a couple of connection issues. To just see what's going on here. Oh, he is actually still in the game. So we're just going to start this one back up. I think he did say he had some connection issues at the start before we before we began this best of 5 series, so I'm not surprised that he did disconnect. Hopefully it won't happen again. If it does, we'll have to call Scumbag Momo. But let's see how this second half is gonna pan out, assuming he does in fact connect. Yep, he has connected, so we are going to jump on board with the Aware team. They have got a 2-point deficit to climb back from. As I said, not really a huge amount, but you never know in the end. We're going to stick on board with Carl, I think, for the beginning of this, as they're going to take the A flag. Let's actually see how the lineup is going to go. Carl, no, we're on board with PT.
Securing A.
He's going to make sure no one comes through. Picks up a kill on Macmillan just to make sure that they do pick up that A flag without any trouble. Both teams picking it up at around the same time. Momo's already in that B bar. He's going to be waiting for someone to come through now. Oh my god, a quickie! So quick that clearly Momo didn't actually pick him up in plain sight, but Quickie doing a lovely bit of sneak work. McGee picks up a 2-piece there. and he's got to wait for his teammates to come forward and do something. There's Carl in the B flag site. He's actually going to be taken down. McGee gets stuck on a door there. Oh, Macmillan shuts down PE. McGee's all alone now. Fails to pick up that kill as well, so it looks like SK have got a great chance to take the lead and the 2-flag capture advantage. And Kyle's going to go down to Kivy once again. McGee backing off to the A flag. They know they're going to be looking to pick up that triple cap. They are in fact taking the C flag. Momo doing the work. Using an SMG as well, usually known for his AR work. Actually opting to use an SMG in this map. It looks like McGee is going to be doing the AR assault for them. They're actually almost in a free cap situation. They do pick up that A flag and they find themselves about 7 points now behind. It's not a good situation for Aware. They do have to come back for this. Momo's going to pick up a kill once again. They're going to be looking to try and take a second flag, and Momo picks up rocks as well. McGee's looking on the overwatch to see if he can pick up. Kivy's going to go down as well. McGee doing a great job of just being the scout at the moment. Carl's going to get shut down by Quickie, and I think they're just content with this B flag. They're probably going to move towards A. No, they're actually still coming for the C flag. If I was them, I'd be thinking about making that rotation. As Aware are just slaying for fun right now. McGee did a fantastic job on that overwatch, just making sure that the C flag was going to go in Aware's way. Oh my god, McGee! I thought he was going to completely mess that up with the gun switching. Does in fact get the drop on him and eventually with the knife, but Quickie's going to shut down McGee just to repay the favor. They do have that B spawn lock on. All they've got to do is hold this as well as they possibly can, and they'll go back in the lead. But it looks like they are losing the C flag just before I could even say much about it.
Enemy has C.
Try and rotate into that beat. No, Momo's all alone at the moment, all by himself. I'm sure he doesn't want to be all by himself. He has got an MSR. Doesn't spot that SK lineup man on the Overwatch. He's going to get taken down. Looks like the Aware team playing very aggressive right now. They're moving through the middle of the map to see if they can pick up that C flag. I think they really do want that B spawn trap on. It's probably going to be the best way that they're going to get back into this, and they are still spawning the B flag, so Rox is going to do a good job of just letting his teammate go for the kitchen and trying to pincer them in. No, he's going to get shut down. That's 2 kills in favor of SK. Momo picking up 2 kills likewise. Macmillix and Quickie are going to go to the A flag. See if they can keep picking this up. It does seem like a bit of a game of cat and mouse. The Aware lineup right now, they can't seem to get a hold of the SK lineup. They just, once they lose one flag, they rotate around the next. They aren't particularly working in the greatest fashion to try and stop that. It looks like Quickie is going to try and hold down this A flag. He knows they're going to be looking out here. He does pick up Kyle in the end. That's silenced Bison. Macmillix is going to run through the middle. He does spot one of the Aware lineup. The Overwatch McGee picks up a kill. He's there. Can he pick up the third? No, that's PE in fact who picks up a kill on Rocks. Quickie just making sure no one goes to the kitchen. Why would you challenge that, McGee, you silly boy? You had the B flag looking at you there. But Kivy's going to get shut down. They are still losing the B flag. Macmillix is going to charge in there, tries to pick up 2. Yes, he does pick up a huge 2-piece there, and he's going to count that B flag. No, Momo picks that one up. McGee picks up Quickie. McGee also picking up Kivy in that situation. His Remington is just on point in this game at the moment, but unfortunately, they still find themselves trailing at this point in time, and the deficit is quite big with a minute to go. They've got to get some sort of triple cap going very quickly. It looks like SK doing a great job on his car. Picks up a 2-piece. They're doing a great job of just he actually picks up 3 in the end, if I could say my sentence. They're doing a great job of just making sure that they can't have the flags that they want. This could be a close one. They are 6 points behind with 40 seconds left. I think it's still possible to bring this back. They don't actually have any flags, but it looks like SK doing a great job doubling up on that B flag. And a huge 2-piece from Macmillix that has surely saved them the game right there. That was so crucial to make that kill. They have ensured that that C flag doesn't go in the favor of Aware, and he is going to pick up the flag cap on that. So this first map is surely going to go to SK with 15 seconds remaining. Rock's picking up a kill there. Beautiful stuff. He's going to take back that B flag, and that's going to be game for the SK lineup. Great little play from them, a good effort from Aware, but it looks like they just made the crucial kills they wanted to. In the first half, we saw the Aware team doing a great job of fragging, but when it came to capping the flags, they just couldn't keep them and hold them for longer than they needed to. It looks like SK did a great job of making the kills they needed to and holding onto the flags when they wanted to. So it's a good job all around from the SK boys. They did a great job of fragging in that one, actually, compared to their first half. Aware just not able to do as much in return, and they find themselves a map down. We're going to be back right after this commercial break with the second map. It's going to be Search and Destroy and Sovereign. I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back to Gfinity Pro Scrims. My name is Chris Trout, aka the Trout91, and we are watching Aware versus SK in this best of 5 Pro Scrim. Aware unfortunately losing out in the dying moments to some great plays by the SK lineup as SK take the first map. The SK lineup, as I said before, the lineup of 2 SK members, Quick Key and Mac Millix, as well as Killerfishers, Rox and Kivy. So we're going to be starting this second map up right now. It's going to be Search and Destroy and Sovereign, one of my favourite maps to actually play on for all game modes. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that Blitz didn't make it into this, because I thought it could have been an actually very entertaining map for Blitz itself. Lots of gunfights would have been necessary, but unfortunately, my say and my opinion does not matter. So we're going to be jumping on board with one of the teams as we wait for the teams to actually connect in. We are on board with the SK lineup. Going to be on board with SK Quickie, and they are on the attack. So what I like to do when it comes to spectating Search and Destroy is I like to watch the attacking round first off for both teams and see how they like to fill out the map, and then I usually stick on board for 2 rounds apiece, so we get to see an attacking and defensive round from both of them therefore after. And Quickie's going to move up this left-hand side. Hopefully we will see the adventures of Broadcast Mode as PT picks up Quickie. We can actually hopefully see Broadcast Mode. I've seen little bits of screenshots from it from the PlayStation 4, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really actually impressed with what Infinity Ward did with their Broadcaster Mode, even if it is a little bit later into the game than we would have anticipated it being. It does come out tomorrow, I believe, in a patch update. I have to confirm for you if it's true or not. For the Xbox 360 and PS3, I imagine. But Kyle picks up a kill on Kivy. It looks like Rock's all by himself in this situation. What can he do? He does pick up that MTAR. 24 seconds left on the clock. He's someone's defusing. Rock picks up that kill. McGee just firing back. No, the pre-fire too strong from Kyle. Not the greatest of challenges from Rox right there. He should have just backed off and reapproached the situation. All he had to do was hold on for a couple of seconds longer.
We lost that round, but we can still win this.
Position to be in when you're up against 2 fantastic players in this Aware lineup.
Switching sides.
So the first round going to go to the Aware team. SK 1-0 up in maps in this best of 5. Let's see what we can see from the Aware boys as I'm going to switch teams. Menu not exactly fantastic. We get to see McGee doing some sniping. Let's see what he does. Cock up with that sniper rifle of him. He does have the PDW secondary as well, which I'm not too sure what exactly he's thinking there, because I've used it before. I don't think it's a fantastic secondary weapon. I'd rather go for a semi-automatic pistol. Kyle just sitting on the control room. Momo's going to be sitting on the stairs watching the ladder as well. They do have the bomb. They've got to make sure that something goes down. And you would have thought with McGee using that thermal sniper, he should be able to give them great cover and tell if something's coming. Momo's just playing it cautious. Almost like they're trying to bait them in with this delayed run. Oh, and McGee's actually going to be taken down by Mac Millix. Great play by him. He's actually flanking around. Momo's going to be aware of this. Momo's going to go down. Kyle picks up a kill as well on Quickie, who did pick up Momo in the first place. He's got the bomb now. Not in a great situation. What's he going to do? Is he going to rotate around to A? He's doing this very quick right now. Got to be very careful about his footsteps. He's going to take shots. What's he going to do? Is he going to come back out? He's just sitting in a position. Got to do something right now. Kyle is going to go back to the B bomb site. Just try and double fake them. So he's going to spot someone on the overwatch, the catwalk. He's going to put shots down. It's not going to work out for him. Kyle, he's going to go straight for the plant as well. I don't think the SK lineup are too prepared for this. It's quite a sneaky move. He's going to try and get out there as best as possible. See what he's going to do. He's got 40 seconds. Spots someone in the control room, puts some shots down. Spots a leg there. What's going to go? Views from Rock coming out, but no, he's going to get shut down by Mac Millix on the catwalk. It seemed almost like that was a planned bait there, that Rock's just going to defuse that and try and draw him out, because he knows he can hear it. We don't actually have silent plant on in this game.
They defused the bomb.
It's not actually possible in the settings.
We lost that round, but we can
One of the
still
few
win
things
this.
that Infinity Ward have let us down in is the lack of customization in some game modes.
Switching
I hope
sides.
they will eventually get changed, because that silent plant is very, very sneaky. It does create a lot of ninja defuse opportunities. If anyone remembers Karma Envy's fantastic ninja defuse against Unite Gaming at G2 in a 3v1 situation, we want to see some of those incredible moments, and unfortunately you can't really get away with that without a silent plant. But it's leveled up right now. We are on board with Aware still, as they're on the defense. Let's see how they approach this. I believe we are on board. I'll say that's McGee that we're on board with, because he is using that, but for some reason the name is not present. He's just going to hard aim into that B bomb site in the control room, make sure no one's coming in. And it looks like Aware has surrounded that control room very quickly. So SK going to have to approach this from a completely different angle and a completely different method. Let's see what they are. Is that a head there? Momo does pick up Kibby in the end. Great play by him. He's just going to be patrolling this control room. He's taken down by Rox in the end. Where was Rox? I completely missed him. He's actually outside, and Momo getting caught there. Through one of the windows, no doubt. Pete is just going to lurk out, pops back out, pops back in, see what he's going to do. He's going to be moving to the control. Kyle's cooking a grenade. Not a great grenade, but Rox gets shut down. What are you doing, Rox? That's just silly play. Jumping down there. If you've got that much of an advantage on someone, you shouldn't be jumping down carelessly. But Petey, we're on board with him. He's going to climb up the ladder. They're looking for one more, and they do pick up the kill.
Team. Get ready for the next
We're
round.
taking the search and destroy to 2-1 now in their favor. They are still 1-0 down on maps. Remember, McGee, that was in fact just about picking up that kill there on one of the SK members.
Switching sides.
Kill cam from him. Just spotting him and quickly gets the drop on him before he escapes out of sight. Let's see what we're going to jump on board with the SK lineup actually now, because they are on the defense. I like to give each team the equal share of the limelight, and just spotting people on the attacking side is not exactly the most dynamic way of watching Search and Destroy in this quite lackluster spectator mode right now. So we like to give everyone the fair chance to see how to defend and attack. At least I do. We're going to be on board with Rox and keep watching the generator room. Kivi's got a sniper as well. Does pick up the headshot there. It's so small. What is Mac Millix doing? He's just taking a ride on one of the cars or whatever this object is. He's having fun with himself right now. Rox just sitting on that A flat, A bomb site even. Just making sure that nothing comes down this way. You would imagine that since how heavily that B bomb site is guarded, that they might make a move to the A bomb site. So I know their teammates are spotting anything. Kiwi does have that sniper rifle, so if he spots something, I'm sure he's going to call it out. As shots are actually going to go down the control room. Kiwi does have that thermal L1. Is it 116? Sniper rifle? I can't remember. It's not good that I can't remember that, considering how much I play this game. But They've got 25 seconds left to plant the bomb away. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's stick on board with Kivy. He does pick up that kill on Momo. Great little shot from him. Is that everyone down? No, we've still got McGee left. Kivy still hard scoping. Macmillan's going to shut him. McGee picks up a kill on Rocks. He's still alive though. Kivy's got to try and pick up the snipe. Misses with another one. What's he going to do? Eventually does pick it up. Macmillan's just making sure that that kill does go down. And he's going to get the defuse for his team. It's going to be leveling the score up in this situation. 2-2, I believe now.
Excellent job, Ghosts.
Great
Get
play
ready
from
for
the
the
SK
next round.
lineup. As we are going to switch on board with the, no, we're going to stay on board with SK, I believe, for their attacking round. That was great defensive play by them. Kivy doing a masterpiece show with that L116 sniper rifle. I have to make sure it's the L116, otherwise I'm going to kick myself. Because there's nothing worse than putting your neck out on the line, saying something, and being wrong. Because everyone's just pointing at you like, you're so wrong.
Bomb acquired.
I know what sniper rifle that is. Well, screw you. But anyway, Rox is going to be moving through the underground. And he's going to actually take misses the ladder in fact. But Quickie has that AK-12 moving to the generator room. This is an interesting play. He's actually jumped up too early as he backs off. Kivy's also got that thermal sniper rifle. I'm just going to call it a sniper rifle in case of one. But he does pick up a kill as I actually missed that completely on Momo. Momo been going to the same spot every single round it seems like. So he's becoming very predictable. Kivy picking up on that very well. And that's great play and anticipation by him. See what else he's got to cook up with this thing. I love watching people sniper rifles. Kyle picks up 2 kills as well as McGee picking up a kill on Macmillan's all in quick succession. It's all up to Kivy against 2 members of the Aware team. He's got to pick up that bomb. He does pick up a kill there on Kyle. He's got the AK-12. He's going to pick up the bomb and back off. Chucking the stun grenade. What's he going to do? He's got 1 more left. Kivy having a great game so far. What's he got to pull up? Oh no, he's backed into that corner. There's no way Kivy can let this go. And he does in fact make sure he gets it. A little bit wavy with that shooting at one point. But he does secure the victory. That stun grenade completely throwing off one of the Aware members off. He tries to make the best of a situation in that kind of circumstance. Doesn't work out too well. Kivy just puts him down out of his misery. If I was him, I'd probably just sit in that corner because I think there was like 20-30 seconds left. And knowing a situation when you're on attack like Kivy, he'd probably get a little bit nervous about the situation. He knows he's got the advantage, but you've got to make sure you get that bomb down, otherwise you've lost. So he'd probably have to try and challenge, make the kill. It could have been a 50-50. You're never really too sure in that situation. Those situations, I would have predicted that Kivy would have rotated around to B. We're actually see a massive push from the Aware lineup as they move their way to the general operating room. They saw the success that it gave to Fish. They're trying to replicate that now. It's never good to try and replicate a team in Search and Destroy because they were going to have your number so easily. Kyle and Co are going to ignore my advice and just keep moving forward. McGee's just watching with that Remington. Kyle sitting in the generator room. Momo watching the backside. He's actually going to poke around that corner. He's going to cross over the bridge. No, Kivy's going to shut him down. Kivy having a fantastic Search and Destroy game. Absolutely incredible play by him. McGee's going to try and shut him down. Momo picks up a kill on Macmillan's around the back. Still got that M-time. Was that a head I just spotted? I think it might have been. McGee's got that Remington. He's going to aim down that hallway into that room. I'm sure there's been shots fired actually behind them as well, so you would imagine that they'd be looking around at some point. There's a man in the SK lineup. Kivy picks up Kyle, in fact, in this situation. McGee's going to answer back on Rocks. And it looks like there were, in fact, shots going down behind them there, so surely they must be turning around at this point. They're still hard aiming the front. Momo's just doing circles, and there eventually McGee shut down because I don't know what they were doing, but they weren't paying attention behind them, and again, Aware shut down. It looks like SK are starting to move away with this. They are 4-2 up in the Search and Destroy with 1 map in the best of 5 in their advantage. Kivy just playing possum here, baits him out beautifully, catches him in mid-sprint, puts him down with the jump shot. Beautiful play by Kivy. He's having an absolute stormer of a Search and Destroy game right now. He had a fantastic little domination game on Strike Zone as well. Not the most intelligent play by Aware there. I think they just kind of stopped paying attention to what was going on around them. And if you do that, you're completely screwed. But we are going to jump on board with McGee for this game. As he's on defense, he's still got that Remington. He was actually having a fantastic game himself, but it's not going so fantastic anymore. As he's going to actually play very aggressive. He's going to go right up to the B bomb site. Sit on that catwalk stairs. Is he going to jump over? We've got Momo with a thermal AK. PT's doing such a ninja thing. He's coming around the backside, see if he can make something happen, give them an advantage to push forward and be more aggressive. He's going to stop sprinting just in case that someone is back here. PT's going to try and shoot. That's going to be killed. No! PT has somehow not picked that kill up. He's absolutely a sitting duck on that ladder. And PT's aim just going a little bit wobbly. I'm not sure if it was a hit detection and lag issue, but it should have been a basic kill, and he doesn't pick it up. And so Kyle's going to try and chuck a grenade into the B-bomb site, see what he can pick up. Nothing going to go for him. PT a little bit shaken up by that, and Mac Millix is going to make him pay for not putting him down in that situation. It's all up to Kyle to try and do something with that vector red dot site. He's going to spot someone on the ladder. Likewise, like PT, can't put him down. He's going to back off and see what he can do. He's got 45 seconds to do something here. He's got to defuse this bomb. They know exactly where he's going to be coming from, so it should be a simple task for the SK lineup. All 4 members of them still alive as well. Kyle's got all to play for here, and he is going to get shut down by the SK lineup. It's going to be game point to SK in this situation for Search and Destroy. Quickie with that Bison silencer does a great job of getting a drop on Kyle. Make sure he secures the kill with a drop shot. And we're just all over the place at the moment. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. I think we're gonna change teams right now. And just see what else is going on. Let's actually switch on board with the SK lineup. They are at game point right now. Killerfish Rocks to lead the charge with that MTAR. He's going to be following Mac Millix as they move to the A-bomb site. They must be predicting something's going to happen down this left-hand side. It's not been the greatest search and destroy from the aware lineup so far. He's going to move straight into that generator room as Kivy picks up an early first blood on Kyle. Rock's going to move straight round the back. They're not fearing anything. They've got so many rounds to play with at the moment. They don't really care what's going on right now. Kivy's going to try and pick up that kill. He does pick up the kill on McGee. He is having an absolutely sensational search and destroy right now. Quickie picks up Moment. There's only one left. They know exactly where he is. Oh, Kivy's actually fallen off the catwalk right now. He's going to have to regroup and get back up there. Rock's around the backside. Kivy coming up the stairs. He picks up the kill. There it is. Game point. That is going to be 2 maps to 0 for the SK lineup. SK and Killerfish combination doing a great job right now. Kivy having a storm. I said that before, I think I have, but it was just an absolutely sensational bit of play by him, just doing exactly what he needed to do. Didn't panic in too much situations, made great kills when he needed to. Really thinking out of his mind as he was 13-3 in that game. Great play by him. Not the fantastic game that we're expecting from Aware. They're usually pretty good at search and destroy, but that was that map. We're going to be going to Blitz on Warhawk in the 3rd map between Aware and SK. SK leading the charge with 2 maps to 0 over Aware. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back to Gfinity Pro Scrims. My name is Chris Trout, aka the Trout91, and we are watching Aware versus SK. SK doing a great job of taking a 2-0 map advantage in this best of 5 series. They won the domination on Strike Zone and the Search and Destroy on Sovereign. Kiving playing out of his mind in both of them, especially as Search and Destroy, and we're going to be playing Blitz on Warhawk as we start this map up. One of the preferred Blitz maps in our current rule set. Always produces some great little schemes and some great ninja moments when one of those players has to get behind enemy lines and just make sure that they get that cap. It's one of those game modes that's quite funny as well when you spot them. They're going to spot like 2 or 3 people just run blindly past, and they're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to take the shot, I'm just going to move behind you and pick up the point for my team. And then you can only imagine what the conversation is like from the other team when it does happen. They're like, what on earth was that? How did he get behind us? God, why aren't you looking this way? And then the arguments ensue, and then all sorts of names and insulting words about your mother are brought out. But that's just Call of Duty, I suppose. As we are on board with the SK lineup, start things off. The MVP so far, Kivy. He's going to be moving up the left-hand side. McMillix is going to be following him as well. It's an aggressive start from the SK lineup. Just what you need to do on Blitz. 2 kills going down in their favor right now. Kyle Momo picking up 2 as well at that backside. Wiki picks up a kill equally on Kyle. All members down. All to play for still. And it's a very aggressive start from both teams. McGee picks up Quickie in that situation. Rock's going to respawn with McMillix and move up the left-hand side. Could be the element of play. Kivy trying to pick up the drop on Kyle. Not going to happen. Quickie moving down the right-hand side. Looks like SK are going to very much prefer that left-hand side. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the strategy for them. Is just have someone sitting on the defense on the right-hand side, and they just keep bombarding one side of the map until it eventually works out for them. Because if they can lock down one side, it pretty much gives them less traffic to move up that side. I mean, if you've got you basically know that you've got one side of the map locked down. That's where they're probably going to be coming from. You've got one guy playing on defensive. It's a sneaky move, and just as I'm trying to explain what I'm getting at here, they've actually found themselves 3 points down at SK, so it's not worked out too well for them, as Aware are starting to pick up the kills that they need to pick up points on those blitz portals, and it was sneaky play from the Aware lineup, and that's completely thrown me off my game now. I've got to try and explain this. But if you're trying, basically what it looked like they were trying to do was filter the traffic down one side of the map. It's very unlikely they're going to move down the middle of this map because it's so open, there are so many windows and alleyways that you can look into it, that you are basically going to get shut down very quickly. If they put someone on the defensive on the right-hand side, it means that guy's, if he goes down, you just call it out, and those who respawn can rotate round and make sure they do get it. And McMillan's playing very sneaky right now. Does that pay off for him? We're gonna see. He does pick up that kill, and he is going to get a point back for his team, so it is now 2-4 in this situation. Great little play by McMillan right there, being a very sneaky ninja. Very great play by him, and they're trying to bring back this early deficit that they found themselves in. But as I was saying, basically it's a filtering game, and Quickie's going to pick up an easy point there, almost leveling it up now at this point in time. He's going to respawn just in time to get the drop on PT as well. But as I was saying, they basically want to move up the left-hand side, it seemed like, and obviously you can have confrontations there, so you don't really need to worry about defending that side, because that's the way you're pushing up, and you know you're going to be getting kills and stopping people coming from that way. So if you've got someone just sitting on that right-hand side, they can call it out if something's happening, or they go down and they can just pick up easy kills without really having to do anything. And that seemed like what they were doing. And they found themselves dropping points very, very quickly, so they seem to abandon ship and just gone straight for what looks like a straight-out assault in all kind of ways they can. And we're just doing a great job of picking up those portal points, and I'm actually going to jump on board with them and see what it is that they're doing differently to the SK lineup. Carl just getting caught there. I think prone block playing an element in that one. He's going to move down his right-hand side, see what he can pick up. He's going to move into the Slackjaw building and check over to the alleyway. He's actually going to jump on these roofs and onto the lorry. No one's spotting him as well. I can't believe, not even out of the corner of the eye. He's going to come around the back and pick up an easy point in that portal for his team. Great play by PT there. We are on board with PT once again. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to put some shots in the middle, trying to attract their attention. Down the right-hand side. Can he pick up his kill? Yes, he does. He picks up the kill on Quickie. He's going to move for the Slackjaw building. Work for him once. Can it work for him twice? Going to give away his position there. Not fantastic aiming from PT. I think that last Search and Destroy game kind of threw his confidence out the window a little bit. He's going to jump back onto the lorry, see if he can pick up a kill, but he's not spotting anyone. He's going to go straight for the portal. He's going to sprint. He does spot someone, picks up the kill on Rocks. No, he doesn't. He doesn't again, and he picks up the portal. Great little play from there. I think he's on a 2-portal capping spree right now in this life. So that's great play by him to not only pick one up, but pick up the second without dying. And McGee's playing some incredibly heavy D right now. I think it's going to play very well to his favor using an assault rifle on a map like this in a game mode like Blitz, because it does rely on people just being so aggressive, well, so defensive. But I think Pete, I'm not sure if Pete died in that sequence, but he's gone and picked up yet another portal. So I'm not sure what SK are doing as McMillix puts down a kill on Momo. It's up to McGee to stop him from picking one up. Petey's there as well in support. What's going to happen? Kyle's moving around the backside. He does pick up McMillix in the end, so that danger has been averted. And he's going to move down the right-hand side. Just picking up. No, Quickie puts that kill down. I was sure Kyle was going to pick up the kill in the end. McGee still playing some heavy D. Can he stop this kill? Yes, he does. Clutch from him. Givy picks up the kill in return and just stops them from getting a point before the halftime break there. It is 8-3 to Aware, so it looks like although they had struggled in the domination and search and destroy, they have done a fantastic job of picking up the blitz points. It looks like they are very much concerned with the actual objective. McMillan's 12-6 there, picking up huge kills, but not quite picking up the portals that he would want. We're going to stay on board with the Aware lineup for this half. Not the greatest fragging from these guys, but they are making sure that they pick up those flag caps, well, the portal caps, as PE actually has 5 to his name right now. And McGee's going to move down this right-hand side. It looks like they might be trying the bottleneck funnel tactic. Maybe in the reversal, or maybe they're just playing such an aggressive line to see what happens if they can meet in the middle. And they've actually got someone going through the middle, which you don't see too often. So it could pay out very well for them as Carl's going through the middle. I think he spotted that shots are going to be fired on the left-hand side. He does take damage. He's going to jump on the truck. I'm not sure if he meant to do that in the end. And there's an entire swarm of SK members. It's up to McGee to go clutch it. He picks up 1 kill. He knows someone else has got to be lurking around here. I think they've just cleared up that danger. McGee doing a great job of clutching that for his team, making sure they can't have any more points as Pete's going to move up the middle of the map towards the tank. Doesn't spot anyone going there. He does see some fires going from the second story building at the back. He's just going to continue running. Someone actually sitting on that truck. There's absolutely no way you're going to stop someone from killing you in that situation. Kills going all over the place from either teams. Kyle is going to try and backtrack round, see what he could pick up in this situation. And Petey's still doing such an aggressive job. Seems like Petey's just been given that role of just get up there and cause a ruckus. Just do as much as you possibly can to disrupt them and see if you can cap pulls. They do have a 5-point lead right now, so if they just keep that aggression up, they know that... Oh my god, Petey! Stop that! 2-piece for him with the MTAR and the knife. He looked like he was trying to duck out of there, go a different route and throw them off, but he turns around, gets the knife, and he's like, oh, well, I think that's everyone down. Let's go pick up the portal. And he does for his team, so they find themselves in a 6-point lead right now. And let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go straight to the portal and see if he can pick up another one. He spots someone and backs off. He does pick up the kill on Quickie in the end. He's going to back into the middle. Is he going to go through the shop? He does. What's he going to do in this kitchen? He's just going to delay his response and see what happens. I think he's waiting for some sort of call-outs from his teammates just to see what's happened. Kivy picks up a kill on Kyle on that right-hand side, so he knows that at least one person's not there. There's Quickie as well picking up another kill, so he thinks he's got a free portal, and he does indeed. It looked like a very good play from the Aware lineup there. All they had to do was basically have Petey sit there and wait it out, see if they got some firing shots from the other team's lineup. All they needed to do was call it out, and Petey knows he's got an easy portal cap there. And they do find themselves at 10 portals to 4 in this situation. But Momo's playing some heavy D right now. He's going to be doing a great job of just playing the defensive role, and it looks like that's all Aware are content with now. They've got the point advantage right now. All they're going to have to do is play some heavy defensive work. Kivy picks up a 2-piece there on Momo and McGee. McMillix picks up Petey. That's got to be a portal cap in their favor. McGee trying to come back. Yes, they do pick it up. One of the SK members is going to back off there. Petey picks up Quickie in the end, though. Petey, well, one of the members actually picked up a... Oh, McGee, what are you doing? That's not nice. Stop that, mate. I just got completely dumbfounded in that whole situation. But in amongst all that, Aware actually picked up a counter portal in the situation. McGee did a great job of playing a defensive role, and Momo is going to move up the middle of this map. Rock's playing some incredible defensive work. It's one of those things that it's not the same as capture the flag. You think that you can just drop the defensive stance from your team and you'll be fine. You know, like aggression, almost like offense is the best defense, but it doesn't quite work because all it relies is someone to get to that portal and get a point in their favor. So you've always got to have someone playing that defensive role because you never know. There's just not enough space in the map to watch everything from one person's perspective. So you just got to try your best. And when you are behind in this game mode, it does seem like a very snowbally kind of game, where once you're behind, it's very difficult to come back and bring it together. It's almost like some of the teams need to sort out their setups for the game. I kind of think of Blitz more like a game of football. You've got your goalkeeper, you've got your defender, you've got your midfielder, and you've got your striker. So your striker is just going to be doing nothing but running that ball and getting as many caps as possible. Your midfielder is pretty much just going to be that first man who spots if, say, anyone's coming, trying to pick up kills and give your striker as much opportunity to go and cap stuff as possible, and pretty much alleviate any kind of attacking threat that they might oppose on your defender and your goalkeeper. And obviously you've got to have your goalkeeper who's just sitting on the portal, making sure no one gets into it, and your defender's just going to be kind of playing sweeper and roaming around, making sure that everything's covered as best as possible. Pretty much putting yourself out there as much of the map as possible, so if you do go down, or if you do pick up a kill, you can call it out to the rest of your team and say whatever. And it seems like a lot of Blitz problems could be solved by just a simple setup, and I suppose the game mode is so early, and not a lot of people tend to practice it simply because they're not big fans of it, and there are a few complaints about how the overall game mode works, which is probably why the setups aren't as flawless as they could be if these teams gave it the time. But that's my 2 cents on the situation for Blitz. That's going to be Aware picking up this map. A great little display from them. They had an absolutely storming run in picking those portals up as Momo picks up that final kill cam. And SK not particularly fantastic when it comes to the Blitz game, it looks like. They're going to have to work on that one. As we see the scores, lots of kills going down for the SK lineup. Just not enough portal caps. PE having a stormer with those 7 portals in the end. And they have got themselves back into this best of 5 series. It is now 2-1 to SK in maps. We will be right back after this commercial break with the 4th map. It's going to be Octane Domination. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Gfinity Pro Scrims. My name is Chris Trout, aka the Trout91, and we are watching Aware versus SK Gaming in this best of 5 Pro Scrim. Aware actually managed to bring themselves a map back in that blitz on Warhawk, but SK are leading the charge with a domination on Strike Zone and a Search and Destroy on Sovereign. We're going to be playing domination on Octane in this map as we start it up. It looks like Aware just having a little bit of trouble when it comes to their overall setups in the games. They seem to be making a few little mistakes and not thinking tactically. One thing that I've noticed with a lot of the pros is sometimes they're not thinking too much about the objective and the score that's actually on the screen. They're thinking more about... They think that I suppose the kills you make decide the game, when it's more about the points on the score. Obviously the kills are important, but I found that in that first domination game on Strike Zone, Aware could have easily put themselves in the driving seat had they just stuck to their plan and made sure that they spawn locked them in the B flag. They didn't have to do anything else. They didn't have to go in there and try and get triple cap on. They could have just played the safety game. And I think a lot of people need to be thinking more about the safety game, thinking about using the head, kind of like thinking, okay, what's the score here? What will happen if we held on to this? Is that going to be a good enough score? And in the first half of domination, when things are pretty much equal, going into the second half with a little advantage like that is certainly going to do you a world of good, especially if it gives you almost that advantage to go and be a little bit more patient, that being flag, giving yourself a bigger advantage. So that's kind of what seems to be Aware's problem. They're not particularly playing too much to the screen in front of them. I suppose it's a bit hypocritical to say that there's so much going on at the time that you're not too sure exactly where you're at, and you don't always take into account that kind of stuff, but it's something that could easily save people rounds. Like one of the Surgeon's Stories, it was Kivy just played it so sensibly. He knew he couldn't go anywhere, but at the same time he could have just sat there and ran down the clock as best as he could instead of trying to challenge it. But those are just my simple thoughts on things like that. But let's stop talking and rambling about things that no one cares about. Let's get on board with the action, as we are on board with SK in this first half. They actually started off quite poorly to begin. They find themselves 10 points in the lead. It looks like the Aware lineup doing a much better job in this half, and Quickie is not giving his team the greatest dynamic, but Quickie does come and he does become a lead, but it looks like he's not giving his team that much dynamic in this map, at least. I mean, the thermal LNG, we haven't actually banned it. It's something that might be a future banning, depending on how everything goes, but for now, those are still legal, although everyone seems to think they are. I think before this, everyone's just played on a gentleman's agreement. I know it's taking me this long to say, but we are playing with score streaks on, kill streaks or whatever. We are playing with the special strike package. That's the strike package, just to inform you. But he's not giving his team he's giving them a lot of cover, admittedly. I'll give it that. But once they're all down, he's pretty much a sitting duck. There's not much he can do with that LNG. He's got no speed, he's got no real dynamic to himself. Rox picks up all three of the members. Can he pick up the fourth? No, he sponges it in the end. Rox, why you do this? He could have had a sexy montage clip right there, buddy. But no, they are going to pick up the B flag anyway with that beautiful free-piece of Rox. He's doing a great job there. Quickie's going to pick up a kill with that LNG, and this is where Quickie is actually a great deal of work for his team. He does a great job of just being that LMG thermal and making sure no one can touch that. It's quite a interesting tactic. Probably not the most approved of by the pros, but there you go. At the end of the day, you want to win the game. That's what you got to do. I think more people will take a page out of Quickie's book in future, possibly recognize it. But Rock's still on this kill streak of his. He picks up a kill on Momo as he's through the what am I trying to say? Through the building, and he actually picked up the A flag. He spots it being lost. He does pick up a kill on Carl. Can he pick up this kill on McGee? What were you doing, Rox? Why didn't you just carry on aiming down your sights, mate? You could have easily picked up that two-piece. You would have made yourself into the top plays of the week. To be honest, you're probably still in contention for making that, but we're going to be on board with Carl right now. He's going to get shut down by Kibby and Yang. Quickie also picking up a kill on Petey. McGee's rotating around to the A flag, and they could find themselves in a triple cap here. They actually managed to neutralize that. They're going to put it back. It's not a good situation to be in, because even if they still only had two flags in that situation, having one neutral flag and two flags in each person's favor is pretty much like having 3 points in their favor, essentially, because you're not gaining any points, but they're constantly losing points for not having the neutral flag. Whereas if you had it, obviously you're gaining a point back. If you don't, and they have it in their favor, they have 3 points, but it's also pretty much putting 4 in their favor because of the time that is involved in domination. Kyle picks up 1 kill, keeping up a second. No Rox is going to shut him down in that situation. McGee's actually spawning in the strip club. PE is lying down with that thermal. Remington just manages to switch in time to the red dot site.
Time's almost up.
Reflex site, it looked like, but Momo's actually not moving for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. McGee's on top of the lorry. Not a good situation. A bit of a hospital area to be in. Kyle once again getting shut down. Every time I jump on ball with something, they're getting killed, and it's not a very good sight to watch. But PE shut down. Kibby picks up another kill. SK doing a great job of coming back in this one. They find themselves, and there is going to be the first half going to SK so far. Massive point difference. 32 in fact. They were actually 10 points down at the beginning in this domination, and they managed to pull it out and bring themselves forward with 32 points in the end. And I think that's Momo actually moving. I think there's actually some complaints about whether LMGs are allowed in this game, and we're just going to confirm with the admin that they are in fact before we actually start this game back up again. Just exactly. As far as I'm aware, that the LMGs are in fact banned. I've had a good hand in the Rules Council, well, this quote-unquote Rules Council, and supervising what goes out and what doesn't. And as far as I'm aware, the LMGs are still allowed in the play, but nothing is set in stone. We don't have a concrete rule set. It's just something that gets updated every now and then, week by week, and there's lots of discussions that go on with pro players. For those of you wondering how exactly the rules are in fact picked, and I believe we are just having a discussion whether they are in fact allowed or not. And I think the admin is saying they are in fact allowed, just to reinforce for the players, just to make that clear. Looks like Momo and Crew haven't actually got the memo that they're still allowed. And I think that the gentleman's agreement that most people play with LMGs was in fact just a gentleman's agreement and not actually the rules which they were expecting it to be. But that is how it goes. And they've got to now fight back and see what they can do in the second half, as they are 32 points down in this situation. I'm not sure if that was Momo just complaining that there was a problem, which has pretty much put them in a situation where they have got so much to come back from, and it's not looking good because they are 2 maps down. Well, they are 2-1 in this best of 5 series, so SK only need 1 more map, and they've got to win this one to take it to a tiebreaker. Not too sure exactly what is taking so long to start for these guys to ready up and say that they're ready to go, but I think there's some sort of disputing between the players going on right now. We're just sorting it out. For those of you who do in fact enjoy these pro scrims, we're doing them every Tuesday and Thursday. We've had some great teams come on. We've had all sorts of teams from around Europe come and play on these pro scrims, and we do them every Tuesday and Thursday. We are doing the 5K and 2K tournaments for pro points, which go towards all Gfinity and MLG tournaments, open or closed in the near future. This weekend we will not be doing a tournament because of MLG Columbus. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you are going to be watching that and enjoying it with great enthusiasm. It will be on the MLG TV Call of Duty channel. So I'm personally very much looking forward to that, and because Xbox One's going to be coming out, all the features you can do. I think you can play a game and watch multiple streams at the same time.
We're in the lead.
Incredible. I'll certainly be taking advantage of that. But we are going to get back to the game. Kyle starts off very beautifully with a nice little vector kill there. He's going to chuck a 3 grenades, see if he can stop someone coming forward to that B flag, and they haven't actually made a move for the B flag. It looks like SK doing all they can to try and get out of the spawn lock they found themselves. And they're actually going around trying to take that A flag straight away, but it doesn't work out too well. Kyle's going to pick up a kill there on the middle building. They're actually losing the B flag. Kyle actually getting blocked by that pillar right there. Can't climb over it. SK picking up 2 kills in quick succession. And they do get that B flag in their favor, so it's all up to Aware. And bear in mind, they are 32 points down in this domination. They can't afford to be too gun shy in this situation. They've got to actually get in to that B flag and pick it up as quickly as possible. But Momo's the only one forward in a situation like this. Mac Millet shut him down. McGee up top. It's not working out. 4 men down for Aware in that situation. Everything is going off at the moment. And Aware have got to regroup as they are now 5 points down in this half. Kivy doing a great job of spawn locking them in this petrol building. And Momo's going to come charging out. Doesn't spot Kivy. Kivy lunges like a samurai and puts the knife in the back of Momo, but Carl is going to follow up with the kill. His grenade actually jumps off the traffic light there. Very odd place to put that traffic light. I bet he's cursing and screaming. Petey's going to move forward, picks up a kill on Kimmy. He's going to get shots down. Petey's all over the place. Aware have no idea what to do right now, and they're already just like that, 11 points behind. They're trying to mount a comeback. They have spawned in good succession here. Carl's going to move to the A flag. They must be spawning there. Petey's going to put the shot down. Kimmy picks up Momo. Carl's going to ask it back on Kimmy. He actually team kills Petey in that situation. Rox makes him pay for it, so he's got egg all over his face. And Momo's going to move to the bus and see what he can pick up. I think they're going to make a move for the A flag as they know they're spawning on the strip club right now. They're actually going to move for it, but he's shut down because there's someone sitting in that top building. It is, in fact, Quickie with that LMG Thermal. He is having a storm again. He was 16-4 in that first half, and the points are just racking up for SK right now. The only way Aware are going to stand a chance of holding on to this series is if they get a triple cat going round. PE doesn't make that kill there. He puts shots down. They're surely going to know where he is. Momo's going for the A flag in this situation. He has got backup from Kyle, who slides onto that portal. PE's on the Overwatch. They see them all moving for the petrol. PE's going to call that out, and he's going to make an attempt on the B flag. Can they put this forward? They're 20 points behind in this situation. So overall, they are 53 points. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. They have to get a triple cap going here if they want to make this go to the fifth map. And they are in fact losing that B flag. Momo's going to follow up behind. It has been neutralized, which is good enough for them so far, but Momo picks up 2Bs. They've got to jump on this. There's 3 Aware members right there. They're going to pick up the B flag and move forward. They've got to get round the back. Looks like they're going to disperse and try and change things up. Let's jump on board with SK, who are the winning team in this situation. They have a lot of points in their favor right now. They do, in fact, have a total of... Ooh, is my math good enough? I don't think it is, but... Same points in the lead right now, so with 1 minute 30 seconds to go, they have to get the triple cap, and I don't know if they're going to do it. They just don't seem well set up to do it. I mean, Killerfish and SK just seem to be able to get that one flag to hold out for the victory at this situation. And a lot of the Aware members are just flying through the middle of the map, not really caring as to what's going on. They're getting shut down because of it. Kitty's going to move onto the B flag, refiring just to make sure he can try and get it. It's probably neutral by now. Is he going to get the whole thing? Lots of shots going down. It has been neutralized. There's 1 minute left on the clock. I don't know if Aware are going to have much of a response. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave up now. It's got to be an incredible feat to come back in a situation like this. And they're all going down constantly in this situation like this. Rox is going to move around the A side, try and neutralize this just to kill them off, ensure that they do have that win. Media and Carl pick up kills. Rox doing a great job of using that cover to his advantage. They are taking the A flag. They were in fact taking one of the other flags there for a brief second, but it has gone. Rox jumps off. He does in fact cap that A flag as well, so that's got to be game over. There's 30 seconds left in this domination. SK/Killerfish are going to take the 4th map in this best of 5 series, and they are going to win the series as a whole. Taking the domination on Strike Zone, the Search and Destroy on Sovereign, Aware taking the Blitz on Warhorn, and they have taken the domination on Octane. Great games from the SK lineup, great games from the Aware lineup. I want to thank these 2 teams for coming out this evening and playing these games. Fantastic bunch of guys. You should certainly go find them on the Twitters.
A good day's work.
Send them a thank you for playing these games, because without them we couldn't make these programs happen for you guys, and it would be a pleasure. But that's it for this evening, because that best of 5 ended at 3-1 to SK, so congratulations to them. For those of you who want to know more about when we do streams and pro scrims, follow us on Twitter. It is at Gfinity. A reminder, we will not be doing a 5K or 2K Pro Points series this weekend because of MLG Columbus. I'm sure all of you all want to be watching that one. It's going to be a great weekend. Xbox One coming out. And I've been your host, Chris Trout. I want to thank you for watching. And I will see you very soon. I hope you have a good evening and a good weekend. I'll see you later.